Hello everybody, and welcome back to Scene Investigators. Now I know, today's a Shouts It Out day. However, well, I wanted to take a break from Shouts It Out. I didn't want to jump right into Season 11, and I thought that the best way to start Season 11 would be to do the giveaways. So, in that case, we're doing some Scene Investigators. I was going to do a Shouts It Out achievement hunt video, but I might save that for another time. So let's do Apartment 403, The Celebration. This is our last scenario in the 4th floor apartments. And I just realized, I don't have any audio. There we go. I was wondering why I was so quiet. Why you guys were potentially hearing the game twice. Alrighty, so as we know, we, loading in. I still don't know what that does. I gotta be honest. We got our notepad, everything like that, and I think we're finally gonna be at the very end of the hallway and on the right. So, in this case, what are we looking for? Oh my god, we got a lot of documents. Okay, here we go. First question. Who died? Second question. Who was the second last to arrive? Who is the owner of the blue sport bag? And, of course, who is the killer? Ooh. So as you guys know, of course, we're here to solve some crime. Okay. So this one is called The Celebration. So this is all oh, never mind. We got way more to... Oh my gosh, there's a ton. Okay. Okay, so before we get started, let's stay right here and let's open up our documents and let's start reading. A group of teenagers were brought in for questioning regarding a murder that took place at a party held at apartment 403. Some of the stories did not match up, and no one has admitted to anything. God. By carefully examining the details of the scene and reading their statements, can you piece together what happened at this party? Okay, so, teenagers party. Interview of suspect number 1, Christy. So let's get rid of the bullet points. Let's do Christy, POV. The officer says, "Hello, Miss Carter. Can you please answer my question?" Christy says, "Huh? Oh, I'm so sorry. What was the question again?" She said, "Did you go to see Brian on the 31st of May?" "No." "Did you have any physical contact with him at all during this week?" "No." "When was the last time you met or spoke with Brian?" "Maybe a week and a half ago." "Are you aware that Mr. Brian Olson is dead?" "What? Are you sure? He was killed last night in his apartment." "Where were you on the night of the 31st of May?" "I was at home." Okay. So, Christy says that did not see Brian on 31st of May. No physical contact. Last spoke with Brian 1.5 week ago. One and 1.5 week ago. Unaware Brian is dead. However, at the start, we can see, at least we can see that she's not entirely there with the interview, and that could be for a number of reasons. Of course, people get very, very nervous when it comes to interviews, so it makes detecting lies and everything like that difficult. So, who do we have next? Who's the next? Jack. Okay, so we've got Jack POV. So Jack says, officer says to Jack, "So you're also in the band?" There's a band. Band members. Jack. Yes, play the bass, also play guitar. bass, guitar. So how would you describe your relationship with Brian? So Brian has died. Who died? Brian died. Brian, honestly, he's more of Eric's friend than mine. Eric and I have known each other since elementary and have been tight since. Eric introduced me to Brian in high school when we started playing together. Can you go over your accounts of the incident? I was working for most of the day. I eventually left and I headed to Brian's place. I bumped into Grace at the lobby and both went up together. So let's do also party timeline. But, okay, was at work, not great friend of Brian, met Grace at lobby, went up together around 6:45, because we want to know who's the second last to arrive, so we got to figure out when people arrive. So she wasn't even, Christy says she wasn't there. Wasn't there. So then we've got Jack and Grace at 6:45. Whew. Time to arrive. Did you recall seeing anyone right before entering the apartment? No, I mean, other than the guy at the front desk. All of us had something to drink, so some things might be unclear. I do remember Grace was being pretty obnoxious the whole night. After I finished my drink, I left the apartment. Why did you leave? As mentioned to the other officer, Brian was smoking heavily, and I can't stand the smell of it. Where did you go? I went back home. Was it anybody... Oh. Okay. Was anybody with you at the time? Anybody who could corroborate your story? No. Not even the man at the front desk. Look, this is this is getting annoying. I didn't do anything wrong. You got nothing on me. Just let me go. Okay. Lisa. So we've got, Lisa now. Let's add to Jack that he left early, supposedly. No corroboration. Lisa. Now, I don't like this. I don't like that Jack left early. Why did he leave early? Yeah, he doesn't like the smoke, but... I don't know. Makes me nervous when we get a murder case and somebody leaves early. Lisa POV. Yes, I'm one of the tenants of the apartment. She lives there. How close are you with your brother? Close enough. I mean, we don't talk about deep things or anything. He mostly keeps to himself. Are you aware of the allegations toward him? What allegations? Okay, let's change the topic. Out of all the attendees, has any of them shown any violent behaviors or tendencies? Violent? Not really. Well, actually, Andrew has been suspended a few times for getting into fights. Last week, actually, he and his other guy were fighting over a girl. Okay. Lisa lives at apartment. Thinks Andrew is violent. Fights over girls. Usually lock the door for your room. Brian sometimes has friends over, so I lock it anytime I have to head out. So you said you lost your key. I was coming back from a friend's house. I must have accidentally left it there. What time did you leave your friend's house? 6:30. Well, it was already open. Most of them were already inside. Brian must have let them in around 7. Okay, so Lisa arrives at 7. Do you keep a spare key? Yes, we have a spare key on the kitchen wall, but it was missing. Someone must have taken it. Can you recall exactly when you noticed the spare key went missing? When it was already gone when she got there. Brian used his key set to let me in. Do you often have parties at your apartment? Yes, mostly for social occasions. Sometimes just to hang out on the weekend. So often alcohol involved? Yes. Andrew usually buys the drinks for us. Says her key was missing. Andrew usually buys drinks. Brian usually has parties. Yes. Could you repeat what you told us? I was asleep. I woke up. It was dark. I went to the restroom, and that's when I saw him lying there in his room. I didn't know what to do. All right. So she found Brian's body. And then what happened? I panicked and screamed. Moments later, Andrew came running by and gave me a panic attack. Do you have any suspicion as to who his murderer could be? I don't know. I don't understand how this could happen. We were all really good friends. Andrew ran by. Alright, call me crazy. What if old boy Jack took the key and dipped early so he can come back and Brian, you know what I mean? He'd have the perfect alibi. He wasn't there. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Now we got the juicy bit. We got Andrew, the troublemaker. Which is gonna be the red herring. Of course, if he's the troublemaker, he didn't do it. Can you please account where you and the others arrived at the apartment? Well, I arrived at the apartment around the same time as Lisa. And everybody was already there, so I guess... I don't know when the others arrived. What happened after? I don't know, man. I thought you... I'm yawning like crazy today. I don't know, man. I thought you have all the answers. It's after midnight. I'm tired as hell. I gotta go soon. I was in the toilet puking for a bit, and then I woke up Eric. And where was Jack during this time? I don't know. None of us saw him for the rest of the night. You were the one who brought the drinks to the party, correct? Yes. How did you purchase them? Did you contaminate the drinks in any capacity? What? Of course I didn't contaminate any drinks. You do know that underage drinking and purchase of alcohol is a misdemeanor. Really? That's all you got? I thought you guys were trying to solve a murder. Get serious. This is a complete waste of time. None of my friends did what you're suggesting. Okay. So, let's see. Andrew did bring the drinks. Didn't see Jack for the rest of the night. Woke up Eric with his puking. Says he didn't contaminate the drinks. Arrived around Lisa? Lisa, he said, was already there. So does that make him maybe like Andrew at 7:05? Around the same time as her? My guess. Can you elaborate more on your relationship with Brian? Here we go. We got Grace now. Let's see. I already told you he and I have been dating for about a year and things are going well. Okay. Grace is dating Brian. Grace dating Brian. Okay. Does somebody like Grace? Does somebody like Grace? Let's see. I already told you he and I have been dating for about a year and things are going well. Can you please tell me your accounts of the evening? Christy's 100% guilty here. Oh. Christy guilty. That lying bitch has been trying to get in between Brian and I ever since we got together. She can't stomach that he chose me and not her. Is Christy not the sister? Oh, no. Okay. Never mind. My bad. Lisa's a sister. Please calm down, Miss Burns. Oh, Grace Burns. Grace Burns. Tristy guilty. Thinks trying to break them up. That girl should be behind bars. Please just answer the questions. Fine. I arrived at the same time as Jack. Oh, man. We got an elevator just in time to... Okay, yeah, they aimed at the same time as Jack. Again, Jack and Grace. Just time to see Christy leave the apartment. Miss Burns, please focus. You're sure you saw Miss Carter. So that is Christy Carter. She's 100%. She's the only girl in this world that has dyed green hair and braids her hair like that. Dyed green hair with braids. Please continue. After Andrew came with the drinks, we all started to play a drinking game. This went on for most of the night, and I eventually knocked out. Can you recall if anybody passed out before you did? Completely blacked out. I guess I must have drank a little too much because the cops already arrived by the time I woke up. So she was supposedly she was asleep. Supposedly asleep during incident. Finally, we have Eric. Eric POV. Can you please account when you and the others arrived at this apartment. I know I was the fourth to arrive. Brian, Grace, and Jack. Okay, okay. Okay, so Brian was already there. Brian, already there. Brian, Grace, and Jack were already there. I must have missed something because Grace's attitude was off the entire time. Maybe Grace and Brian had a fight. I had no idea. I was super glad when Lisa arrived. She always lives in the movie. I think Andrew was the last to come. So Lisa, Brian, Eric. Between these two. So that would mean, unless nobody else shows up, second last to arrive would be Lisa. We all were. Grace usually doesn't drink that much that night, but she was chugging as if there was no tomorrow. Okay, let's see. Grace, not a drinker. Not a drinker, but she was drinking a ton. I'm not sure how drunk I was, but I do remember Jack and Brian were arguing for a bit. Ooh. Jack and Brian arguing for a bit. Locked himself in his room. You're the one who called 911, correct? Yes. It says here in the report that you discovered the body and called law enforcement after 2 hours. Why did it take you so long for you to call law enforcement? Because Andrew was completely against it. Why was he against calling the authorities? Let's see. Andrew against calling the cops. Something about underage drinking and him getting in more trouble than the rest of us. Like, I know it's a little dumb at times, but trust me, he didn't do this. Error stop. Mic stopped working. What? What part of I don't remember much do you not understand? Please calm down. We just want to clarify certain details. Please tell us again. Like I said, I was drinking heavily that night. I must have passed out because the next moment I remember was Andrew waking me up by pouring water on my face. Lisa tells me that you had a pretty big argument with Brian last week. Want to tell me about it? Seriously, you guys are reaching. He was on my case about interrupting rehearsals with my mistakes. I've been busy recently, so I haven't had time to practice. There's no way I'll kill him over something like that. I have my pride as a musician. I'm going to show up with my performance. Jack, Eric, Brian for band members. Okay. So that's all of our interviews. So now I feel comfortable entering this apartment. Now that we've done some reading on the situation at hand. Is this the blue sports bow? Grease on the elbow. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what any of this means. Mouthing off today. Pre-chorus, Phil. Hey, I know we've been becoming better friends than we have been. I just feel like I owe it to myself to get this out. Christy, I do have feelings for you, and I'm really nervous to tell you this. And by this, I'm not asking you to return these feelings, nor am I asking you to be anything more than you have been. To blank. Okay. Somebody's got some feelings for Christy. Okay. It's gotta be a band member. Drummer. Well, it's not Jack. Ah, we got another backpack here. Oh, what's this? Somebody, Drun pen. Asthmatic. Nobles 2003 Summer School. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Carter, welcome to the Nobles 2003 Summer School. Your student schedule for the Nobles Public High School Summer Academic Program. Found an MPS portal account. Tuesday, June 3rd classes. Full tuition at $225 per course. Please note that your student summer school grade does not replace any failing grade earned during the regular school year. Okay, so that's Kristen Carter. Failed a class. So Christy was going to summer school. Cool. All right, let's see. We got some pizza, some games, having ourselves a little bit of a LAN party. Okay. The Wolf Pack. Nobles. Eric. Okay. Andrew. Grace. Looks like an empty cup. Brian. Jack. Yeah, I think that's everybody's name that we had. Okay. How to survive on your own as a son who avoided chores like the plague. Alright, so there's not much necessarily going on in here. So let's start in the first room, the bedroom. There's a key there. Notice a suspension. Ooh, uh-oh. Sexual harassment of other student. What? Let's see. Student named Brian Olson. A student found in the building while in suspension is subject to arrest and prosecution for trespassing. Okay. Rule number 46. Sexual harassment of other student. On May 26, 2003, a student reported that Brian Olson had sexually assaulted her. These are serious allegations, so the school contacted law enforcement and an investigation will be conducted. We ask that all parties involved keep to themselves until the investigation is concluded. Parents of both parties have been notified. Okay. Conference was scheduled for the purpose of reinstatement or recommendation of the student for the further disciplinary action. Student must return to school with the parent guardian listed on the school computer network. Mark. Okay. So Christy's going to summer school. Brian is suspended for sexual harassment. We're not looking like a great amount of people here. Front door key set here. Oops. I keep hitting C because that's what I'm used to hitting for crouching in games. But it's left control in this. Messenger, group chat, private chat. Gamer boy. Vader says, can you come over to my place this Saturday? I want to go over bass arrangements for the new song. Come over after 5, that's cool. I'll be at my dad's store till then. Reminds me, do you think your dad would be willing to be a sponsor for our next gig? I can ask. Okay. Crazy. Fax you something. Did you get it? What the hell am I looking at? This just came in today. Keep this between us, please. Don't want anyone else to know about this. Is this true? Of course not. You think I'd be sharing this if it was true? Bet you $1,000,000 it was Christy. Ooh. So I'm going to kill her next time I see her. Calm down. Don't make this worse than it is. Just talk to her. Only she can make this go away. Dude, you can't just bail. I'm really sorry something came up. You can't practice without a drummer, and you're the only one who knows how to play the drums. You know how important this gig is. Jester. Okay. Gotta figure out who the drummer is, because that's their bag. Dead ironclad killers. Hey guys, we need to practice this week. Can we meet up this Tuesday? Sorry, no can do. I have a track meet on Tuesday. I have a race coming up soon. Can't do Tuesday either. Agreed to help my dad at his store. Seems that most of us can't make it. Let's reschedule. Thursday. Thursday's fine. Good for Thursday. Same here. Cool. As you'll know, a few of us are going to be graduating. We're going to have a grad party at our place 7 p.m. on Saturday. Bringing drinks. Can we all just go to the arcade? Arcade, really? I don't understand how you enjoy that. Talk about how Cordy Light is fun for you. I think the arcade's fine. Alright. Somebody to watch over Eric. K-Love. Is that Christy? I'm guessing that's Christy. Party pooper. Walked over to the couchy boozer. Took me a week to get rid of the smell. Okay, geez. Be more careful next time. See each other this coming Saturday. If you have questions or concerns, message in the group chat. Show up, you idiot. You already mentioned the time. Okay, that was okay. Dead Ironclad Killers. Band member contact. Contact address. Band members' names and ages. Ooh, Andrew's in the band. Andrew. Return at the end of the event if the band adheres to all rules and regulations. What did he die with? Obviously, he didn't get shot. Or else, there'd be something there. Oh my god, he did get shot. What the fuck? Nobody heard him get shot? What? I mean, they're all drunk, sure. Maybe that's what woke up Lisa. Okay, next is the bathroom, which can be important. You never know what you're gonna find. To be honest, I found nothing. Now this is Lisa's room. It looks like an adult's room. Girls only, no boys allowed. Okay. Well, first things first, of course. Let's go right to the computer and figure out what we got going on in Messenger. Alright, guess who I saw trying to walk home with Christy today? You're definitely overreacting. I'm telling you, he's 100% into Christy. I bet you that's the only reason he joined the tennis club. Ooh. There's a tennis racket in the blue bag. If it is, thank God he did. He's one of our best players. He's going to have a tough time getting through her brothers. I know all of them. They're all pretty nice guys. Cassandra says, I don't know if you heard, but word is going around that Christy was sexually assaulted by someone at school. She hasn't been to school in a few days. Ooh, okay. So Christy was, in fact, the one that was potentially sexually assaulted. The summer school was sexually assaulted. They haven't issued a statement yet. Hopefully it's nothing. You know how she is. She's such a drama queen. You're lucky you have your brother. What's that supposed to mean? He's a big guy. Even guys are intimidated by him. The perfect creep deterrent. Hey, have you heard from Christy? She hasn't been to school in a few days and she's not picking up. Have you heard? He's told me she was sexually assaulted by someone. What the F? Please tell me they caught this motherfucker. Either a couple, it's just rumor, and school hasn't said anything yet. Hopefully it's nothing. Since Christy is graduating this year, we'll need a new captain. I think you'd be a good fit. What do you think? I was hoping you'd be up for the task. Let's talk about this tomorrow. School. Gotta go. As you all know, a few of us are going to be graduating. That's the grad party from the other angle. So, Kitty Lover is Lisa. Let's see. Kitty Lover. And then we should go back and establish who's who in this. Vader is Brian. Which obviously we can't have his, so Brian, Vader. Regional match, club photo day, practice exams, grandpa's birthday, tennis club. Last day of school. Okay. It's just a picture, okay. Food drive for the soup kitchen. Is that it? Have we looked at everything? Okay. This is where the spare key usually is. Front door there. There is a key there. And what does that say? Huh. Then who owns the bag? That is the question. Mouthing off today. Intro, verse, pre-chorus, same. 4/4, fill the chorus. I don't know how to read any of this. Becoming better friends than we have been. I just feel like I owe it to myself to get this out. Christy, I do have feelings for you. So whoever owns the bag has feelings for Christy. Okay, let's... Christy, yes. Celebrate on 31st. Maybe a week and a half ago. So this could be just a case where she's out of it because she was sexually assaulted. 31st of May. So you're also in the band. Play the bass, plays the guitar, so he wouldn't, drumsticks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. So it's not Jack. This is not Jack's bag. Let's see. Jack and Grace bumped into each other at the lobby. It's obviously not Brian's bag. Must have been something because Grace's attitude was off the entire time. You, Grace, and Brian had a fight. I have no idea. I was super glad when Lisa arrived. She's always live in the mood. I think Andrew was the last to come. He's always late to everything. I'm not sure how drunk it was. He talked about music as well, right? Oh no, I didn't. Oh no. You guys are reaching. He was on my case about interrupting rehearsals with my mistakes. I've been busy recently, so I haven't had much time to practice. But come on, there's no way to kill him or something like that. I have my pride as a musician. I was gonna show him up with my performance. Okay. So somebody talked about rehearsals in here. Private chats, group chats, dead ironclad killers. We have this Tuesday. Sarno can do a track meet on Tuesday. I have a race coming up real soon. Andrew Tuesday agreed to help my dad at the store. Seems that most of us can't make it. Let's reschedule. Thursdays. Cool. So these are all the band members. So we should be able to put their names next to them. So so we know Vader's. Okay, so we know Brian's Vader. Have a race coming up soon. Who is to work with their dad? We start playing together. I was working most of the day. Grace at the hobby. Who was that? That was Jack. Man. Okay. Someone must have taken the spare key. With someone laying there, Andrew came running by. He made a panic attack. Did we write down Grace's name? Oh, we did. Okay, yeah. Jack and Brian were a bit. Things got pretty heated. Brian eventually got up and locked himself in his room. Okay. Brian Olsen. That's what we didn't grab before. So it's Brian Olsen. Elisa Olsen. I don't know if we've got Jack's last name or Andrew's. Both of which should be important. Well, they are important. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a, whoa, whoa, whoa. If I'm meeting up with my family, are going to be out of town around the end of July. Grad party, private chats. Guess who I saw trying to walk home with Christy today? You're definitely overreacting, girl. I'm telling you, he's 100% into Christy. I bet you that's the only reason he joined the tennis club. Tennis racket. These. Jack plays bass and guitar. Brian's dead. One of our best players, tough on getting through her brothers. Pretty nice guys. Christy was sexually assaulted by someone. I heard from Christy. She hasn't been to school in a few days and she's not picking up. What the F? Please tell me they caught this guy. Either Cowboys or rumor school hasn't said anything yet. Hopefully it's not. Damn. Stacking championships. See that? It's crazy. So it's obviously a band member, and I don't know what Eric plays. He was on my case about interrupting rehearsals with my mistakes. Interlude, chorus. Oh, man. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Carter. August 1st. That's not, this isn't Christie's. This isn't Christie's. What am I thinking? Right? Because Christy left. And she left. She left, so she's not this. Oh, man. Samosa. They're out there. So whose sportswear bag is that? Hello. I didn't expect to get back here. Guitar. He's got a guitar in there. I'm sure a musician could tell me what that is. I don't know what that is. Why? Why are we in here? This could just be a nothing burger spot. Droplet. Temperature I got it set to. Not gonna show me, yeah? Okay, last seen Brian on the 31st of May. No. Let's go see Brian on the 31st of May. When was this party? So she lied. She said she was there. She didn't say she was there. Oh, Christy. Okay, so Christy is a Carter. I just got that wrong, but it said... Is there another Carter here? Lisa Olson, Andrew unknown. Well, Andrew and Christy can't be can't be related. So you're also in the band Jack. Yes. Eric and I have known each other since elementary. And Aaron introduced me to Brian. I was working for most of the day. And that was Jack. I had my dad at his store, so I'm assuming Jack is Gamer Boy. Jack is Gamer Boy. So that means Lisa isn't talking to Jack in the messages about Christy either. Let's see. Gracie's obvious. Gracie's Gracie. Gracie's username is obviously just Gracie. Messenger, group chat, grad party. Jester bringing drinks. Jester's bringing drinks. Jester's Andrew. Oh my god. Okay. So Jester's Andrew. So that means the bag is Andrew's. And the killer, Andrew's already there. He didn't want to call the police, but I get his reasoning why. I'm such an idiot. I can't believe we missed that little detail. I think I was so wrapped up in the arcade bit. Make sure he doesn't drink too much. Kitty lover. Okay, so that means Strikers is Eric. Oh, but I don't think Andrew did it. God dang it. I don't think he did it. I don't know. So Brian died. The second last to arrive was Lisa. The owner of the Blue Sports bag is Andrew. And the killer... I can't get it out of my head. I've got that idea that Brian and... What's his name? Brian and Jack, right? They argued, right? Honestly, he's more of Eric's friend than mine. Was working for most of the day. Eventually, I've had Brian's place. Bumped to Grace at the lobby and both went upstairs. Subscribe for the entering the apartment. I mean, other than the guy at the front desk. Brian was smoking heavily and I can't stand the smell of it. Somebody said that they were arguing, weren't they? Key was missing. Andrew usually buys drinks. Around 6:40 alive. Jack and Brian arguing for a bit. Yeah, so it wasn't just because they were smoking heavily. So why did Jack lie? Okay. Oh no. I'm being clear to remember Grace was getting pretty obnoxious all night. After I finished my drink, I left the apartment. Back home. And that's when they say Jack and Brian were arguing for a bit. Things got pretty heated, but Brian eventually got up and locked himself in his room. Okay. I know he's a little dumb at times, but trust me, he didn't do this. Okay, well, if Andrew didn't do it, he brought the drinks. I get he doesn't want to call. Eric didn't do it, he did call. Andrew woke him up pouring it on his face. He recently had much time to practice. Come on, there's no way I'll kill him or something like that. I, my pride as a musician is going to show him up in my performance. Yeah. They had to wake him up with water on the face. I don't really think he's... Brian, Grace, and Jack were already there. Yeah, because Brian's already there. Jack and Grace arrive. They get in an argument. Everybody leaves. Must have missed something, which is the argument, right? Grace and Brian had a fight. I had no idea. Super glad when Lisa arrived. She always lives in the mood. Andrew's last to come. I think it was Jack. I think after the argument, he grabs the... Brian locks himself in his room. He goes and grabs the key. I did not mean to add a second one of those. Whoops. I don't know what this does. I don't know what the C button does. I don't know what that is. Oh, man. Okay, Striker's gonna track me. That's Eric. I do just either. My dad is store. It's Gamer Boy, which is Jack. My dad is Storm. So this is talking to Andrew. Yep, he's there, cowboy. New people needed. Okay, grad party. Don't care. You know, school's over. Do you guys still want to meet up and practice this summer? Lord Killer, I'm fine with meeting up. My family and I are going to be out of town toward the end of July. Okay. Not really anything helpful in there. He's 100% into Christy, but yeah, that's the only reason he joined the tennis club. I feel like I'm missing another piece of this. I don't know who this bag belongs to. But this says Is this Jack's too? So Christy left. It's not Brian, no physical contact, less spoke. Brian was dead. Oops. Kristen Gildy thinks trying to break up. Somebody sleep. Supposedly sleep. Usually by drinks. Brian usually has parties. Found Brian's body. Spoke unaware Brian's dead. Somebody said they saw Christy. But that's where we got the dyed hair from. Be Jack or Grace, right? Run at the apartment at the same time as Jack. We got out of the elevator just in time to see Christy leave the apartment and run off. I thought it was even there. It does not even matter. Okay. Do you recall seeing anyone right before entering the apartment? No, other than the guy at the front desk. Why? Jack just keeps lying, right? I think this is his bag. Who died? Brian Olsen. Who's the second last to arrive? Lisa Olsen. Who's the owner of the blue Sparks bag? Andrew, unknown. Who's the killer? Jack Carter? Because that's his bag, right? He runs track, so maybe he's got the asthma inhaler. Something, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I got nothing. Okay, cool. Oh, let's go, baby. I'm done with the case file. We're done. Post-case material. Oh, wait. Oh, we get a recap. Oh, Brenda's medical report. We're going to provide a medical update on Brenda Peterson, a patient who presented herself at our clinic earlier today. Miss Peterson's face exhibited severe bruising and significant damage, indicating a traumatic incident. Notably, this marks the second time she has sought medical attention for similar injuries within the past month. Miss Peterson had fallen down the stairs, but the nature and extent of her injuries on both occasions raised concern about the consistency of these explanations, especially because they don't have stairs in their home. Upon examination, Miss Peterson required immediate attention to manage the pain and discomfort resulting from her injuries. Stronger dose of painkillers provide more effective relief. Yes, in the light of these concerns, strong recommend against a comprehensive assessment of Miss Peterson's situation involving collaboration with relevant agencies such as social services and law enforcement. Okay. Today was an unexpected turn of events. I met Ronnie for the first time at a coffee shop where I work. His warm smile and the way his eyes lit up when he ordered his usual black coffee caught me off guard. We chatted briefly and I couldn't help but feel a spark. He took me out for the first time tonight. We went to this cozy little bistro downtown. Conversation flowed effortlessly and I found myself getting lost in his stories. He was this magnetic charm that's hard to resist. Right, and I went on another date. Surprised how well it went. Went to the cute little Italian restaurant. Personality and humor made me feel at ease, and we were able to have genuine conversations about our interests and life experiences. It's been a long time since I felt a strong connection with someone. I'm just looking forward to getting to know Ronnie even more. Ronnie's married. Someone pawned his wedding ring accidentally. My heart sank. How did I not see this coming? Uh-oh. Ronnie confided in me today that the problem was in his marriage. He shared the struggles of the growing distance between him and his spouse. I found myself torn between sympathy and guilt. Yep. Dropped the bombshell on me today. He's contemplating getting a divorce. My emotions are all over the place. Just found out I'm pregnant. Whoops. Celebration. It's the one we just did. City in shock. Promising teenager's life cut short in party shooting incident. What began as a bond forged in the hallways of classrooms ended in heartbreak and sorrow. Authorities are still investigating the incident, but it has been reported that allegations against Mr. Olson may have been exaggerated. His story continues to unfold. The question of misguided information and its implications is brought to the forefront. As we grapple with the harsh reality of the situation, it becomes paramount for us to reflect on the moral implications of sharing false information. This heartbreaking incident serves as a somber reminder that the choices we make, the words we utter, and the information we share can carry profound consequences. It is our collective responsibility to exercise caution, empathy, and integrity in our interactions. Understand that the power of our words can either build bridges or lead to irreparable damage. In the face of this tragedy, let's take a moment to mourn the loss of a young man, and may this be a reminder to reflect on the importance of honesty, compassion, and the profound impact our actions can have on the lives of those around us. Whew. Jesus, that was just in a memorandum. If you were granted the power to pardon one of the perpetrators, who would you choose? I'd pardon number one, right? If I recall correctly, Clyde broke into the apartment and Brenda killed him. The other one, Carol, was on purpose. And Jack was on purpose, so I'd pardon number one. Yeah, I'd pardon number one. That's the one that just feels like it was self-defense. Why wouldn't I? Alright. Alright, so we finished the fourth floor, which means next time we'll be getting into Bloodbath. And I hope you guys will be there for it. I feel like that would be a fun case. I don't know what it is yet, but it looks interesting. It's a 2-star. It's the most difficult one here. So difficult one here so far. So I hope you guys will be there for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.